your music taste is so different to how you look.
Yeah, I've got that before as well.
Yeah.
Actually. Supposedly, I should listen to indie music.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, but I just can't stand it.
And kind of on the topic of music, how important is music to your mood? So, for example, can music kind of heal you in a moment, or just stuff like that?
Okay, I've got a good story about this actually. So music is obviously a massive dictator of mood. So I remember one time when I was, I just like broken up. Well, this girl had just broken up with me, and I was coming back on the train, and I was very upset. Like, I was crying a bit, and I was listening to a couple of, I know we're gonna mention it again, but a Boogie with the Hoodie songs, but like some of those really sad songs. Like DTB, I've played that song to you before.
I've played it,
yeah. And I was listening to that on the way back, and it just like, it was such a release, because you know how people always say that stereotypical thing where it's like, oh, music speaks to you.
Yeah.
I've never had that before, but in that one moment, I was listening to that song, and I was like, do you know what? This actually resonates with me. And I was able to have almost like a cathartic release of being like, okay, it's not just me. Because I was really sad in that moment. So being able to experience that and listen to it at the same time was such a release, and I think that helped out a lot.
Brilliant. That's spot on. I think I do agree with music. So important to mood, to happiness, and recovery as well. In terms of if you are sad, I remember with a recent, not breakup because we weren't together, but recent ending of a relationship, I was just sat in bed listening to my slow playlist, and it just kind of. I remember I was just sitting there listening to it, kind of headphones on, just in my own headspace, and then kind of the songs, maybe 10 songs through, like half an hour, 45 minutes. Took the headphones off, texted my mate, and played some games with him. I felt much better. So I'd say music's so important.
Oh, big time.
For everything.
Yeah. I'd say on a happier note too.
Yeah. We have all just done sad
went
stuff.
really sad quite there.
Yes.
But on a happier note, music can really, like, you know, when you're walking down the street, if you've got like DMX's X going to give it to you in your ears, right? You're walking down the street, you think you're the absolute man. You're walking along.
You can swear on this podcast. He thinks he's the shit.
Pretty much. Yeah. But at the same time, like, you could be listening to like Dolly Parton 9 to 5, and all of a sudden your perspective changes. Like, you're walking around, maybe a little like wary of other people.
Yeah.
So I think music is a massive dictator.
Yeah.
I will also add that I don't think my day-to-day would just be anywhere near as enjoyable if it wasn't music.
Mate, for me it's podcast and music, in terms of like walking to and from places, podcast, or music depending on what I'm feeling. Generally podcast at the gym when the pre-workout hits. You got some like I listen to a lot of EDM, so just some disgusting EDM playing through headphones way too loud, and you hear the deadlift and you're just feeling amazing. It's so good. It really does kind of pump you up, lift you up in a lot of good ways.
I know what you mean about the gym, because I have a different opinion to this, but my housemate goes to the gym very regularly, and I've heard what he listens to at the gym, and it's like a bunch of Norwegian dudes just shouting, like shouting and screaming at him. But when I go to the gym, I'll just listen to music I like listening to.
Yeah, no,
I'll have like maybe Juice WRLD playing in my ears or something. It's just like, okay, this isn't exactly perfect, but
yeah. Well, I cycle through different playlists. So if I'm going heavy, I'll do like EDM. If it's just like a slightly lighter one, chiller one, I play like old bangers like Calvin Harris, a bit of Avicii, just kind of.
You like that type of music?
Obviously, yeah, I do. So I sometimes listen to that. Sometimes if I'm feeling it, just heavy London rap, just a bit of drill here and there, and then just with my gym playlists completely vary. I do remember watching TikTok, and this very buff guy kind of went, "I listen to my gym playlist." So I listened to it. I was just like, how the do you gym with this in your head? I'd be too busy like checking if anyone else could hear the noise that is coming from these headphones, because it's ridiculous. It's just pure like just demon time kind of music.